I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this week I'm rewinding to Eyes of Different Colors from my Gen X Proust serial, Do the Wrong Thing. The series opens with a woman describing her suicide attempt as mundane, like brushing my teeth. In an attempt to answer the question, why did I do it? She tells her life story. The excerpt I'm going to read is from book 4, Eyes of Different Colors, from near the end of the book. I've worked on chapters and want to know your thoughts on the flow of this and on the last segment that I added to it. I want the book to be choppy, reflecting Ava's stop and start life, but I don't want to alienate readers and make them put it down. So that's why I've worked on the flow. This is, I believe, a complete chapter called Dread. Check this out, I say, holding up the picture for Emily to see. She sits across from me at a table. Sometimes we do this, take our music and fashion magazines to a cafe, drink, and read for a few hours. I can't tell if the person in the picture I'm showing Emily is a boy or a girl. Whatever they are, they're beautiful or handsome. They have the coolest hair. Long, white, and separated into tubes about the thickness of a finger. Dense tubes, more like sausages, from the scalp all the way to the bottom. Tall and thin, they pick their way gracefully through a natural setting, mountain in the background, beach to the right. Some festival attendee captured in Emily's New Musical Express, a magazine I never buy. Too mainstream. Emily doesn't know what the hairstyle is called. I ask the waitress. She doesn't know either. Dinner shift, the Pioneer, almost dark outside. I smile as I approach a table of regulars. I love these people. An older woman and 2 punkish-looking girls and a boy my age. They're not extravagant tippers, a solid 10%. One of the girls is an electrician and the other a plumber. They're socialists. I know this because they bring in pamphlets and literature that they sometimes read while they eat. Anyway, the older woman smiles. Actually, they all smile and try not to stare. I'm washing it out as soon as I get home, I say. They laugh. My hair is Lego brick red. It's so stiff and dry, it even looks plastic. Ronald McDonald's evil sister, Emily teases when I get to the back of the restaurant. I smile, but I'm mortified. A couple weeks before, Emily had said to me, "Let Macy do your hair. She's really good." Macy, Emily's best friend, or best friend before me, before Macy left to study sign language in Concord, visits Arbor every month or so. If Macy had a deaf brother or a sister or someone, I would understand why she's studying what she's studying, but Macy doesn't know anyone who's deaf or didn't before she started studying, according to Emily. Can she make me look like the person in the New Musical Express? I'll ask her. In Emily's kitchen, 5 hours before my work shift, Macy had backcombed and molded my hair into a cross between dreadlocks, what the hairstyle in the New Musical Express is called, Macy says, and a mohawk. I stared at 8 coins pointing out from my head in all directions. I knew she'd make me look ugly. I knew it. She's unattractive, with her wide chin, thin lips, and skeletal frame. And she doesn't like me. She's jealous that I'm Emily's best friend now. Cool, I say, but how will I sleep? Macy washed out the cones while I checked the time. 3:45. She pulled out tubes of Schwarzkopf hair color, fire engine red. She'll do it for free, Emily had said. She likes doing hair. All you need to do is pay for any product. Want to go red? Macy asked. I eyed the tubes. It's getting kind of late. We need to be at the restaurant for 5. Oh, we have time, said Macy. I looked at Emily. You ever had red hair? She asked. Nope. Try it. It'll look good. Okay, I said, looking back at Macy. While she painted in the color, Emily inserted a Sonic Youth cassette. I love Evil, Macy exclaimed. Emily nodded, but I said nothing. Sonic Youth is so overrated. It's not going to be too red. My hair was already dyed platinum and had no color of its own to counteract fire engine. Nah, Macy drawled. It's going to look great. I checked the clock again. An hour until Emily and I had to be at work. Don't worry, Macy gave me her usual cold smile. She hates me. I know she does. 4:30. Look, you got to wash it out. I have to be at work in half an hour. Yep, follow me. I bent over Emily's kitchen sink as Macy washed out the dye, then blow-dried my hair. When she held up a mirror for me to see, neither her nor Emily said a word. I stared in horror. At home after work, I wash my hair 5 or 6 times in a row. The washing takes some of the color out, but not all. I go back to the salon that bleaches my hair the next morning. While I'm there, I ask them about dreadlocks, but they don't know what they are. In Lusco, at a small, unassuming house in a neighborhood close to the late night clubs and bars, a pixie-like woman named Lucy invites me in. Do you want to smoke some pot? She asks. Lusco is across the bridge from Arbor in another province. Alcohol can be served until 3 a.m., while in Arbor, things shut down at 1. No thanks, I respond, surprised. I've never had a hairdresser offer me drugs, even if they are doing the work in their living room. It's true that I'm going to be here for at least 4 hours, she had warned me on the phone. Dreadlocks aren't easy, not cheap either at $50 an hour. How about a whiskey? Sure, that'd be great. Lucy smiles and runs to the back of her house. I stare at the TV where Howard the Duck plays. I'm on the glamorous side of the river, where the party goes on for a full 2 hours after it closes down in Arbor, getting a hairstyle so exclusive it took me months to find someone who could do it. I'm going to pay a minimum of $200 for this hairstyle, yet the hairdresser is watching Howard the Duck. Why not cut straight to the chase and watch sports? Lucy returns with my whiskey. Thanks, I say. Is okay? She asks, waving a joint at me. Yeah, sure. She lights it, smokes a bit, then stubs it out. Okay, she says. Dizzy and warm from the whiskey, I look around as Lucy tugs and backcombs my hair. The product she's using is like a darker, thicker version of oatmeal, but smells, as hair products do, incredible. This one's flowery and dense. I can sell you some of this to take home, she says. I don't know how well the dreads will take. You might have to come back for a touch-up. I nod. She said the same thing over the phone. How much is the mud? I ask, reading the text on the small plastic pot. $10, but it will last forever. You won't use much each time. You can't buy it in stores, she adds. Sure, I say, and turn back to the beat-up television. What am I missing? Does she think the jokes about women's breasts and the fact that a cartoon duck is macking a stupidly innocent but attractive and kindly girl woman are hip? Maybe francophones don't get how bad the jokes are. My eyes slide from the TV to a pink plastic car that would fit a toddler and a play school truck beside it over by the wall. Maybe she's straddling children in fashion, cartoons, and push-up bras. I finish my whiskey. Would you like another? No, I say, I'm good. 4 hours later, on the nose, we're done. The dreads are thinner than I wanted. Thanks, I say as I hand her the money. Even if I look more like Terence Trent D'Arby than the person in New Musical Express, no one in Arbor has hair like this. I'm the first. At least 6 months passed between the Ronald McDonald fiasco and the Howard the Duck one. My finished dreads were long enough to pass my chin but not hit my shoulders. Macy massacred curls about mid-ear in length. While my hair grew fast, it's hard to imagine. Wikipedia says that thick hair grows an average of 11 millimeters a month. Let's say I'm on the top hair growth percentile, putting me conservatively at 16 millimeters per month. Let's not say that I lied about having platinum and bleach damaged locks that wouldn't have survived the backcombing, teasing, and shaping required to make dreads.